New at 11, we have new video that appears to show some of the moments leading up to an off-duty Beaufort County deputy drawing his gun and forcing teens to the ground. This all unfolded Sunday night on Hilton Head Island. A family member of one of the teens involved tells WTOC that he hopes these two other videos will add more context to the situation.
No, why do you do what?
Get on the ground!
Okay, bro, what are you doing?
This is the video captured Sunday evening in a private community on Hilton Head Island. It shows an unnamed off-duty Beaufort County Sheriff's deputy pulling a gun on three teens and ordering them to the ground.
Sir, can you call the cops, please?
Hey, call the police!
I am the police!
Now, two other videos appear to share the moments that led to this altercation. A family member claims the deputy was harassing the teens as they were walking, first pulling up on a four-wheeler.
And you ask us where we stay. It's none of your business. You're not a cop.
While it can't air on TV, the teens used profanity and slurs as they exchanged insults with the deputy.
If I punch you in the face, I'm wrong though, right?
Then the family member says video shows the deputy approaching the teens again, but in a truck.
You guys want to get arrested or not?
For
Get arrested for what? Get arrested for what?
The teens go back and forth about if they live in the neighborhood.
Like we're walking in the neighborhood, doing nothing, and then
You guys don't live here.
Huh?
You don't live here.
I live in the neighborhood right next to those.
Then threats are exchanged about calling the police.
I'm trying to help you guys. We don't need help, bro. We're just walking in the neighborhood,
All we're
bro.
doing is walking. You're saying we're gonna get arrested?
Nobody worry about no police.
Like, bro, cool, bro.
Call the police.
The deputy eventually drives away before returning with a gun. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office has not confirmed the name of the deputy or if he was under the influence at the time of this incident. The deputies did report the incident happened in the neighborhood where the deputy lives. Right now, he is suspended without pay as SLED investigates.
The sheriff's deputy who pulled a gun on a group of teenagers in his own Hilton Head neighborhood is now fired. Beaufort County Sheriff P.J. Tanner spoke publicly about the incident for the first time today, naming former Master Sergeant William Squires as the deputy involved.
It's appalling to everyone, regardless if they are best friends or not.
Beaufort County Sheriff P.J. Tanner identified former Master Sergeant William Squires as the deputy in the viral video. He named him publicly 5 days after the incident. Tanner explained what responding deputies found when they arrived.
I think it's the appropriate time now because, this morning at 9 o'clock, his employment here at the Sheriff's Office was terminated. He is a private citizen.
Tanner explained what responding deputies found when they arrived.
Deputies were responding to that community, really not knowing what they would find when they got there. But when they did arrive, they did find an off-duty deputy, William Squires. He's a master sergeant, or was a master sergeant with the Sheriff's Office.
Deputies found Squires in his own neighborhood, the Squires Gate community, wearing his tactical vest, badge, gun, and radio. Tanner said Squires did not turn on his body camera.
And we have the standing policy, you do not police your own neighborhood. Just don't do it. These are the things that result in doing that.
Tanner said he suspected Squires was intoxicated at the time.
Level of suspicion is the reason I required Craig Washington to put him in the car and take him down and let's do a breathalyzer test. When he refused to do so, and since that refusal, there's been an admission on his part on the consumption of alcohol.
He was taken to the office around 9 p.m., approximately 2.5 hours after the initial call went out for that blood alcohol test. Squires refused to take the test, and the sheriff's office suspended him for insubordination. The sheriff's office then conducted an internal investigation on the administrative end and terminated Squires' employment on Friday morning. Sheriff Tanner taking a moment to acknowledge the severity of the incident.
This is unfortunate because of the look it has. I can understand the community's reaction. I completely understand it. But this is not Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. This is a former officer that worked at the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office.
SLED is actively conducting an investigation into the larger incident as a whole for any criminal violations. Sheriff Tanner did not answer questions regarding the boys or others involved or seen in the videos.
This was very difficult to listen to witness, since we were able to see it all unfold on camera. I want to thank these gentlemen, these young men, and shout them out for with their willingness to protect themselves and also stand up for each other. There's a moment in the video where you see the off-duty drunk, intoxicated Johnny grabbing one of the young men, and then his partner run up and push him, to assist him. So I'm very, very elated and proud of them for that. I haven't seen many Americans, and I'm not trying to berate anyone here, because that's a very fearful position to be in when you're dealing with them cowards, knowing they have a gang of our government backing them. They have qualified immunity. They have weapons that they can use. And hell, most of us have been brainwashed into thinking we aren't even allowed to protect ourselves with our weapons, even though the Constitution declares we are. So I'm saying, I'm not trying to berate anyone, but I haven't seen many adults defend themselves or their loved ones or innocent or vulnerable people during encounters with these cowards the way these young men did. So that's a standout moment in this incident to me, and I don't think it needs to be overlooked. I actually think it needs to be responsibly exampled. Finding out that this guy was drunk set me off. The sheriff, chief, whoever the hell he was, getting on the podium talking about how he demanded that one of his other deputies take him to the jail and give him a breathalyzer test. On the podium talking about how he's now an ex-cop and it doesn't represent his department. That infuriated me, because we watched the video. I'm pretty sure you watched the video. If not, when your deputies were called to that scene and they arrived, they should have investigated that situation thoroughly and responsibly. They would have seen video, because obviously, and I'm saying obviously, I should say seemingly, that was an independent recording. So I'm pretty sure whoever it was probably could have showed it to you on the scene, showed it to your deputies on the scene. There should have been some statements given that your deputy should have investigated. And you even thinking, assuming that coward was drunk, all of that should have culminated not in you, suggesting he be escorted for a breathalyzer, but that he be escorted to a jail cell. And because that didn't take place, even up until now, you're talking about somebody's investigating it to see if there was any criminal activity involved. Again, we saw the video. All of you should be arrested. All of you should just go to that jail and place yourself in a cell. You should do it to yourself. You, chief, the deputies who responded to that call, and every officer involved who hasn't arrested you and this coward. Your oaths mean nothing to you. That's why I'm gonna leave this story, guys. This is my third time recording this audio, and I said so much more because I was, again, so upset watching this unfold. America has literally progressed to the point where white kids, I cannot overstate that, white kids are being profiled. That's what happens when you don't deal with the problem at its origins. I am Trailhand Bill. Y'all be good. Thank you if you made it this far. If you liked the video, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. If you care to go a little further than that, maybe even subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out a few of the other videos on the channel. Either way, y'all be safe.